The Grinch stole the holidays. Every Who down in Whoville liked the holidays a lot. But the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not. The Grinch hated the holidays, the whole holiday season. Now please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be that his head wasn't screwed on quite right. It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on holiday eve, hating the Whos, staring down from his cave with a sour, bitchy frown, as the warm lighted windows below in their town, where he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath, was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath.
And they're hanging their stockings,
he snarled with a sneer.
The holidays are tomorrow, they're practically here.
Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming.
I must find a way to keep the holidays from coming.
For tomorrow, he knew,
all those Who girls and boys will wake up bright and early. They'll rush for their toys. And then the noise, noise!
That's one thing he hated. The noise. Then the Whos, young and old, would sit down to a feast.
And they feast, and they feast, and they feast.
They would start on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with holiday bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Whos would start singing.
And they sing, and they sing, and they sing.
And the more the Grinch thought of the Who holiday sing, the more the Grinch thought,
I must stop this whole thing. For 53 years I've put up with them now. I must find a way to keep the holidays from coming. But how?
Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do.
The Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked.
What a great Grinchy trick. With a coat and a hat, I'll look just like St. Nick. All I need is a reindeer.
The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch?
No.
The Grinch simply said,
if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead.
So he called his dog Max, then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. But here at MCC West, this isn't the end. There's a lesson to learn for the Grinch and his friend.
It's the most wonderful time of year again.
Ah, humbug!
Grinch, keep it down.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. With those kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all. With those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Of the year.
There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Grinch, what did you think of that?
Ah, humbug. What's so great about it? Snowflakes, marshmallows, more snowflakes. No, thank you.
Oh, Mr. Grinch, it's not all about the stuff. There is something magical that happens this time of year.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at thy side, glory streams from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah, Christ the Savior is born, Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
Whatever, it's not like the Who's down in Whoville are the only one that celebrate the holidays.
Grinch, you are right. There are lots of different variations, but the message is always the same. Peace, love, joy, and thankfulness for our family and friends. Or at least something along these lines.
Mele-kaliki-maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele-kaliki-maka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you.
Mele-kaliki-maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway.
Wait a minute. What is it?
You guys ready? Hit it. 1, 2, 3.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
love coming together, peace, joy.
Blah, blah, blah. That's not what the Who's down in Whoville do with the sing, sing, singing and fun, fun, funny. Gross.
Grinch, watch and learn how fun the holidays can be, even with the sing, sing, singing.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back.
Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
It's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up our gifts or send them back?
Send them back! Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
I've warned all my friends and neighbors, better watch out for yourselves. They should never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves.
Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
We believe!
That was wonderful. Can I run somebody over?
Grinch, you will do no such thing. Please try to pay attention.
If you like that little ditty, Mr. Grinch, you're gonna love this one.
A little technical difficulty.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
A compass that doesn't point north.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
2 pompous stiffs.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
3 cannonballs. 2 pompous stiffs.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
4 bed warmers. 3 cannonballs. 2 pompous stiffs.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
5 ports to raise.
4 bed warmers. 3 cannonballs. 2 pompous stiffs.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
6 units singing.
5 ports to raise.
4 bed warmers. 3 cannonballs. 2 pompous stiffs.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
7 tricorn hats.
6 units singing.
5 ports to raise.
4 bed warmers. 3 cannonballs. 2 pompous stiffs.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
On the eighth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
8 ships in a fleet. 7 tricorn hats.
6 units sinking.
5 ports to raise.
and a compass that doesn't point north.
On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 dreadlock beads.
7 tricorn hats.
6 units singing.
5 chords to raise.
4 bag warmers. 3 cannonballs. 2 compass dips.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 dreadlock beads. 8 ships in a fleet.
7 tricorn hats.
6 units singing.
5 chords to raise.
4 bed warmers. 3 cannonballs. 2 compass dips.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 rum bottles. And 9 dreadlock beads. 8 ships in a fleet.
7 tricorn hats.
6 units singing.
5 chords to raise.
Really?
4 bed warmers. 3 cannonballs. 2 compass dips.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
12 pirate witches.
11 rum bottles. And 9 dreadlock beads.
7 tricorn hats.
6 units singing.
5 chords to raise.
4 bed warmers. 3 cannonballs. And 2 compass dips.
And a compass that doesn't point north.
That was special.
That was such an awful song. Just awful.
Sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them sing, hear them sing. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of street lights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids punch. This is Santa's big scene, and above all this bustle you'll hear silver bells, silver bells, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them sing, hear them sing. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Mr. Grinch, are you almost smiling?
Hey, who's that?
That, my friend, is the mystical Santa Claus.
I saw Grinchy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. No, he didn't see me creep down the steps to have a peek. He thought that I was tucked up in my Whoville bed asleep. Then I saw Grinchy tickle Santa Claus standing by the Christmas tree's bright lights. Oh, what a laugh it would have been if the Kirk man had only seen Grinchy kissing Santa Claus last night. Kissing, kissing Santa Claus. Kissing, kissing Santa Claus. Kissing, kissing Santa Claus. Kissing, kissing Santa Claus. Oh, what a laugh it would have been if the Kirk man had only seen Grinchy kissing Santa Claus last night. Mwah!
Now that is a very Grinchy happy ending.
Not yet, it's not. We've got one more.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Running around the Christmas tree and the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree and the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. And you will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in a new old-fashioned way.
You will get a sentimental feeling
When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in a new old-fashioned way.
Now that was one heck of an ending. Thank you for attending the 2010 performance of the MCCS West Holiday Choir. A special thank you to our leaders, Andrea and Katie.